Okay, guys, it is Thursday, the 18th of September. It is just after lunch, and I'm going to film another like memory book video, part 3 of 3. So that's what you're looking at right here. So sneak peek. I went out this morning. I had to mail a package to my dear friend Leslie, and I went to a couple of shops. I didn't really buy a lot because I don't need anything, but I just wanted to get some steps in and get out of the house. So I did that. I've been procrastinating the rest of the day because this is just part of what I need to do something with. And yeah, anyway, so I'm going to work on that. First thing I'm going to do is go through these magazines and bigger pieces that I brought home from our Italy trip. Pull out some pieces and parts I either want to save or save to use in the memory book. For instance, I don't know if I'll use that in the memory book, but I'm probably going to keep that. So yeah, so I'm going to do that and film the video, and that's it for the moment. We have to go order some stuff for family dinner night. I think we're going to do that when Bob gets off of work. I don't think he has Lodge tonight, Masonic Lodge tonight. So anyway, yeah, that's it for the minute. I'll be back. Hey, everybody. All right, we are going to work on the Italy memory book. First thing I'm going to do, I brought these 2 magazine things home with me from Italy. I actually had 3. One of them had to do with home decor. And so I gave that to my daughter because she's really, really into that. And it was just the kind of decor she's like jazzed up about. Anyway, I am going to go through these. This one in particular on the top, which is from the airport. I mean, it has this in it. So I'll be pulling some bits and pieces out, and then we'll take it from there. I'll be back. Okay. We're done with that part. Now, let's get this out. So this came in a McDonald's Happy Meal I got in Italy. It came with a bunch of school supplies in a zipper pouch. So I am going to attach this actually to the outside of the journal. And I put a picture of a meme I saw on Facebook inside of it. And it says, I need a coffee, a vacation, and a bag full of cash. So yeah, all right. So I have sorted my photos. You will notice Post-it notes on some of them. That's to cover up my grandson's face. And I have organized the receipts by day. I have the itinerary and a bunch of like randomness around me that I collected. So we are going to get started. So first things first, we have the itinerary. And which didn't quite go as planned, but it did for the most part, and we had a great time. So this is actually too big for the page, but I have an idea. Hopefully it will work. I'm gonna put one here. Turn the page and put one on the other side. Yes, I could just use a smaller one, and I do have smaller ones, but what's the fun in that? Of course, now we have to like line it up. Okay, so we're gonna put the itinerary in here, pre-planning, right? We're gonna go ahead and have our pen ready to do some writing. Okay, we also have some receipts. So I have the receipt from the bank for currency exchange, and I also have the receipt from husband getting his international driver's license. So we're gonna put both of those in there. And then I have some stickers that I've pulled out. This one says easy peasy lemon squeezy. It wasn't really, but we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna stick it right here. Okay. We do have a little space we can put something. Do we have something to put there? Let's see. I'm looking. Excuse me, I'm doing a lot of coughing today. Oh, found another magazine that I forgot I had. We'll have to look at that in a minute. I think that's it for the minute. We'll have to just leave this blank and think about it, but that's okay for right now. Turn the page, and we have the day that we embarked on our new adventure. These are the boarding passes, luggage ticket. So we will put those in there. I have a picture of grandson being bored and riding on the moving sidewalk. So we'll put that there. So, in case you were unaware, we got stuck in Texas, both ways. So, I'm going to put, it's okay to not be okay, because we weren't really okay, but we lost out on a whole day's worth of stuff. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put, I have a Dallas and I have 2 Texas stickers. Oops. And we also have a, the first time we got stuck, yes, there was more than once, we stayed overnight at a hotel near the airport called Aloft. And I think it's where not only do a lot of people that get stuck in Dallas stay, but also it was full of flight crew. We're gonna tape this in. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab a black pen. That one might work. told you sometimes I do little sketches in the book. Sometimes I don't. Today I'm inspired. Okay. So that was the start of our vacation. I do have a couple more receipts to put in here that have to do with us getting stuck, but I'm working with American Airlines on some of that. All right, next day. Oh, this is coffee. Oh, and this is in Dallas. This should be on my desk with the other ones. Okay. This is the 18th. So all the receipts from when we finally got to Italy on the 18th. This is our ride in the water taxi. And I might need to pull this out temporarily because it has what we did and didn't get done on it. So let's see. So we did do Pisa, Venice, I don't know what that is, festival, we do have a map of Venice that actually my husband got before we left. He got it from AAA. Will it fit in there? Maybe not. Okay, so we will put it over here somewhere. Looking through my piles of stuff. That's Bologna. Oh, that's the rental car place. So yeah, the whole story behind that. Florence. My Sugar in Florence. Loved that place. Venice. I don't remember. It doesn't say. Don't know. Florence. 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 Oh, this is Livorno. We haven't gotten there yet, but yeah, we ended up in Livorno. That wasn't in the plan. Okay, so we have a couple of cards. So we will tape those in. in my piles of receipts, there are ticket stubs to different things that we did. In Venice, we did get to the Palazzo Ducale, the Bridge of Sighs, Museo Correr. We didn't get to the Basilica, but we got to St. Marco's Square. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna put some more pictures in because it's Venice, and why not? There's some space for writing. Okay, we have the 19th. Uh, 20th. The 21st, we head to my family home. So, okay. Do this again. Now, if you're worried about these like receipts and things falling out, you can like put paper clips in there. Paper clip them to the plastic pouch. Like and if you have them on both sides, you can do it like on both sides, but there we go, that works. Okay, like that. Now we've got a space there, so we have to see what we end up putting there. All right. So back here in this one, we're going to put the Venice map. Put a paper clip on that because she's heavy. We have receipts. Okay. More pictures of Venice. Venice was just really beautiful. So much water and birds and culture and birds. Move you guys this way just a little bit. Okay. All right. So next on our list was Luca, which I don't know that I have a lot from. Well, I have Pisa. I have a booklet from Pisa, which is nearby. We did go to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I did pick up a lot of pamphlets in Venice that I'm not even sure I'm going to use, but I brought them home anyway because I'm never sure. And do I want to, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Lately, for the last few months, more than a few months, I've really enjoyed working in shades of black, white, and gray. I do still work in color sometimes, but when I do just simple drawings and experiments, this is like my favorite way to do it. And this is inspired by this one that I found in this magazine. Excuse me. All right. We are going to cut a couple of photos out that I found in one of the magazines. glue, glue tape and staples. Glue tape, staples, and a pen. That's what you need to do this. Use what you have. Don't overthink it. Or at least try not to. Okay, we have this booklet on Pisa and the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which I think I want to try to just tape the whole book in. Or I could staple it. Works. Okay. So once we left Venice, we stopped at, well, okay, so here, story time. So we were on our way out of Venice. The kids were going to take a train to we were going to go to Cinque Terre. Actually, that was when we got to Lucca. On the way to Lucca, we were going to either Ferrara or Verona. We ended up going to Verona, the supposed birthplace of the story of Romeo and Juliet. It also has, not the Colosseum, the eighth biggest amphitheater in the Roman Empire, and it predates the Colosseum. That's what this is. We saw that. And had a lot of fun walking around there. So let's see, that was the 21st. Excuse me for constantly clearing my throat. I had a cold, so there's that. All right, these are receipts from the 21st, from doing all the things that we did and seeing the Colosseum, and also going to the family house, getting some groceries. Okay, we need another one for right here. Okay. Okay. I have these stickers that say Rome on them that have the Colosseum on them. But I'm going to just cut the Rome part off and use it as the back, as a decoration here. If I can get the backing paper off, holy cow. Okay. We did end up at the family house. Let's put, how many family house photos do we have? So my grandmother was born in Italy. She was my dad is first generation. My grandfather, my dad's dad, was second generation. Let's see, Livorno and what is this one? This is the Da Vinci Museum. Which I don't remember when we went to. This is why the itinerary is a good idea. Just keep it out if you have one like this. I don't know yet. Okay, so that's that. I'll turn the page. Bob and I had on the 22nd. Oh, I don't think we're up to the 22nd yet. Let's see. Maybe we are. Let's see, when did we do the wine tasting? We did wine and olive oil tasting. Was that in Florence? It might have been. I don't know. Okay, on the 22nd, we did drive to Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and Lucca, around Lucca, but we also, Bob and I also went wine and olive oil tasting. So I have pictures. Here's the Leaning Tower. Try to get it semi-straight. The picture, not the tower. Okay, we'll turn that page here. I don't drink anymore, but I did have some sips of the wine at the winery and a couple of other small things while we were in Italy, like some limoncello. That was, and still is always, if I'm going to have a cocktail, it's going to be limoncello, or it's going to be Bob's homemade eggnog at Christmas time. Okay. So that works. I haven't stopped to do any writing yet, haven't been inspired to do so, but we will do that on the 22nd. That's the 22nd. The 23rd. And 24th. Let's see. So if I'm not mistaken, the 23rd is when we had the car accident. Yes, there was a car accident. We were going to go to Cinque Terre. We ended up going to Livorno with the kids. So this is the 23rd. Yeah, we went to the aquarium. We went to Livorno with them and to the aquarium, which, you know, I mean, that accident wasn't great, but the aquarium with the grandson was a lot of fun. We do have a booklet from the aquarium and some receipts. Oop. And a loose one. What's the date on you? The 25th, which is there. We're not dealing with you yet. Okay, the Museo di Leonardo da Vinci goes here, which is, I believe, when we were in Florence, or on the way to Florence. So we haven't dealt with that one yet. Okay, so we're going to deal with these. So we're going to tape in. Okay, no, I'm inspired. Okay, so first we're going to. We did get to tour the farm where they grow the olives and the grapes. Learn about how they do so and how they try to do it with no pesticides and in an environmentally friendly way and healthy way. The young man who helped us was so sweet. So we're going to do that. Okay, I like that. All right, let's tape this in. Okay. Okay, we've got some pictures of the grandson at the aquarium. Which was fun. We've got our receipts. Put that there. And if your receipts are too long and you don't want to cover up whatever you have behind it, just fold them down a little bit. That works. Okay. So now we have the that was the 24th, 23rd. This is the 24th. And that's when we go to Florence. So let's see. First we have pictures of Livorno. Or I should say one picture of Livorno. Bob wasn't feeling super hot that day. He ate something that didn't agree with him, so let's see. have some random stickers I will add in at some point. Okay, now let's add another double pocket. So we did get to see the Da Vinci Museum, and I do have some pictures from that. We saw a number of museums. Let's see, 24th. Yeah. So we went to I'll put these here. So yeah, Museo di Leonardo da Vinci. These are our museum passes. This is a picture of little Mister sitting in the window. We also saw Michelangelo's museum. I don't remember what day that was. Let's see. I like to fold that so you see that part. Okay. When did we see David? Was that in Florence? Yeah. Okay, we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, so before we go further, I also have the receipt from the winery. We ordered wine. So let's go back and put that in somewhere. Ooh, have it here. Maybe. Oh, here, we can just stick it in back there. That works. Okay. I have some stickers that we're going to add in. And papers and things. Okay. Next. This is the 25th. So 24th, we drove to Florence after touring museums and stuff, driving around. So I do have some Florence things. These were from the Museum of Illusions. And so this was part of the ticket. And look, I don't know, I like that. So I think that we're going to use that. Let's see. Yep. The whole thing should be a sticker, I think. Okay, we also have our check-in for our hotel that we stayed in. I have another one of those, so I'm going to put it in here. We have some pictures. Saw a number of things while we were in Florence. Where did we do the... We did the red line. Let's see. Looking for, we had one other class that we did. Where did we do it? Bologna. Okay, so the stop before the cooking class pictures. All of these were in Florence. And then we have My Sugar, which was a great little gelato place. So we're gonna tape this in. Add some pictures. Oh, I think we had gelato every single day that we were there, as one does. I don't think the grandson ate more than, or much more than, pastries filled with chocolate and Nutella. Gelato, although we did have accidentally have a dairy-free gelato that was made with cashews, I think. And he had an allergic reaction, so that wasn't great. We got to see the birth of Venus and David. We are going to do some more taping. And as you can see, as before, I'm just using masking tape. Washi tape is great. I have lots of washi tape. I love my washi tape, but it doesn't always stick super well. And sometimes even with the masking tape, I'll put a little bit of white glue underneath it. Okay, so this is just a map of Florence. We did take the Red Line sightseeing bus, which was fun. Okay, on the 25th, so we need to add in those, the 25th, 26th, and 27th. All were in Florence. Okay. This journal came with some pre-decorated pages, which is fine. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I do this and cover up most of it. Okay. I like this idea of double pocketing. These are self-adhesive, clear plastic pocket, library pockets. There's so much artwork to see in Italy and most of Europe. And in the US too, don't get me wrong, but it's just the US hasn't been around as long as Europe has. And there's just so much more to see there. I do think we have, oh yeah, we do. But do we want to use it? This is the resort that we stayed at, Villa Olmi in Florence. I would recommend it. I'd give it at least 4.5 stars. Really, really nice place. I think we have a picture over here. Yes. We can use this. I like the blue colors. Okay. Also, so many really great little grocery stores and markets. We ran into so many of them. Okay. Getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Next, we went to Bologna. And in Bologna, Bob and I took a pasta making course, which was a lot of fun. We also spent time with the grandson while Mommy and Daddy went out on dates and stuff. And his favorite thing to do was be on the bed with Pop Pop and lean the the tablet up against Pop Pop's sleeping face so he could watch tablet while Pop Pop was sleeping. And if Pop Pop knocked over the tablet, he wasn't too happy. That was a thing. It was a funny thing. Okay, we'll put that there. We also ate at a lot of really good restaurants, including this Trattoria Bessonet. I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce that. Maybe we'll put this here. Okay. And then what is, this is the one I don't know. I don't know where this is from. We're going to just stick it right there because I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. and we went to the both the Ferrari and Lamborghini museums. When did we do those? On the 28th. Let's see, and this is the 28th. So 28th, we went to the Ferrari and Lamborghini museums. Saw some really great cars. Walked around some cute little areas. Part of me would really love an old villa in Italy. So I go spend the summers there. That was, because it was a lot of fun. I've got tickets and receipts. So let's make better sense of them. And put them in here. Okay. By the 29th, we were checking out of where we were staying. It was an Airbnb, and we were headed back to Venice to return the rental car and head home. And so we have receipts for those. Let's put another double pocket. And then more story time. Okay, let's put, we have the 28th. I'm sorry, 29th. This is the 30th. Okay, so we were supposed to be home on Saturday the 30th. We got stuck in Dallas again. That's right, Dallas again. And they, you know, we're a party of 5 traveling with a 2-year-old, and they didn't want to give us a place to stay. They expected us to sleep in the airport. We weren't going to be able to leave until the next day. I wasn't okay with that. So I got a little bit snarky with them and ended up getting us a place to stay and some vouchers for food and stuff. But this time, unlike the last time, and I'm going to put this one in here too, because this is just after we got home. I don't remember what this, $4 or something. I don't remember what it was for. No, I forget what I was saying. Yeah, they didn't want to pay for food. They didn't want to pay for a place to stay. They expected us to stay at the airport. I mean, Texas is on my bucket list, but I don't want to stay there and visit because I got stuck there. So, love you, Texas, but yeah. So we're going to put this in here. I don't know where I got this sticker from. I have no idea. It doesn't want to come off. So yeah, I wasn't too pleased with how we were treated, but we did make it home, which was great. I I do have this big one, which I kind of want to... Okay, we're going to put the itinerary back in. Okay. Kind of wondering if I should stick that there. Okay. When we were in Venice, I did go to Burano. We did go see the place where they blow glass. We also went to the little island in near Venice, around Venice, in Venice, where they do the embroidery. I did, of course, buy a few things because this is me we're talking about. I want to add these in if we can. This is the bag I brought my embroidery home in. It has some really great artwork on it, so let's see if we can stick it in somewhere. Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. Might have to be in the back. Ooh. We don't need I have 2 of these. We don't need 2 of them. I did, when we were in Venice, also buy a linen dress. Probably spent way too much money on it, but I love it. I need to alter it a little bit, but I do love it. Now, when I do this, as part of me doing it, I go through the last little bits of paper before I start doing any writing or any more drawing. Do I want to keep any of this? The answer is no. This we already put in. That needs to be shredded. So we took the exclusive cooking class, Tagliatelle, Ragu, and Spritz, hosted by Federico. That was a great class. And we also went on the wine and extra virgin olive oil tasting, hosted by Pietro. So if I can find links for those, I will put them down in the description if you happen to be over there or you're going over there. I don't need to save any of these because I have things on the itinerary, but I might want to save the one that's about the family house. So it has some history, it has some other stuff. So let's put that in here somewhere. I don't know where. Okay. All right. I have some napkins that I'm probably not going to use. Another one of these, probably not going to use. I have this paper, which is like really cool. I did pull some images out of that one of the magazines. I think I'm going to save all this for future projects because there's some cool stuff in here. So we'll set that aside. I have a shopping bag I'm not going to use. By the way, the dress I bought was from Orkida in Burano. And there's their information. Anyway, all right, let's put on some of these stickers that I have. Okay, here's one for Luca. You know, peeling off the back is just sometimes a challenge. Okay. And also, I don't mind things poking out the sides and the top of my journals, but not the bottom. So, yeah. Whoop. I had some delicious coffee while I was there. I always drink my coffee with cream and sugar. Evidently, except when I'm in Italy, because I only had sugar, no cream. I never drink it like that. And I had a couple cups just black. Not sorry about it. The coffee was delicious. Okay. I had some delicious food while I was there. I think we had pasta every single day, along with the gelato. Also, of course, saw some beautiful artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. Everywhere you look, there's a statue or a painting or something. It was just wonderful. And the Italian version of pizza, which they serve with a knife and fork. It was delicious. I have no complaints. Almost there, you guys. One little sticker I'd like to stick in here that has to do with the Leaning Tower. But do I need it? Because I took a picture. No, we're good. Okay, so now we're gonna do some journaling and writing. I'll spare you the pain of watching me do that. I'll be back. Okay, got all the writing done that I wanted to do in here. And the other thing with this particular journal, and this is a, I don't remember what kind it is. Prima Finnabar Vintage Vanity Art Journal. I've had it for a while. I don't know if they still make them or not anymore. I bought 2 of them, and this is my second one. So the thing about these is it has these kind of rings. So the problem is my journals all get really fat, and then the back wants to just pop off of here. So what I do is I like attach, I'll show you, either with wire or actually little zip ties, which the little zip ties are actually right here. Need a pair of wire cutters. Okay. So if I never use all of the journal or the clear plastic pockets, I'm not overly concerned about it. But I don't want things to come off. So I figure out a way to attach one end of these little rings to the other end so it's more continuous and things don't pop off. Again, sometimes I do it with wire. Sometimes I do it like I'm doing now with a zip tie. These are little mini zip ties. I actually use these a lot in the art room. Excuse me, for putting labels on stuff and all kinds of things. Okay. So I'm gonna do all of them. There's 4 on each, the top and the bottom. And then cut the excess off. And now that is not going anywhere. I think with the other one I did it with wire. And I think I did it with wire because I couldn't find my zip ties. I put them away in a safe place. And then I found them. I actually just found them the other day because I needed them for something else. There's room enough in this journal for some other stuff for the year. And there's a little bit of room in the other one too. So I will keep them both out and handy. When we're going on a big trip like we did with the Italy vacation, I don't usually drag these with me. I bring instead home, like you saw on the table initially, all the receipts and tickets and envelopes and stuff, and I deal with what I'm going to put in there and what I'm not when I get back. Does it mean sometimes I bring home an excess amount of paper? Yes. Is that a problem for me? No. There we go. So that is done. And she is thick and chunky. Wow. But how cool is that? I do have one more book that I didn't even look at. This is Concierge Information on Florence. I'm probably going to sit and go through this and pull out like some images to add to my collage pile, or just put the whole book in the collage pile. I also have a couple of envelopes. This one I cut up to add some writing space. I have some stickers that were in my, and post-it notes that were in my Happy Meal thing. So I'm probably going to just stick these in my sticker drawers and we'll use them for something someday. And that's it. I hope it gives you some ideas of stuff that you can do. I love you all dearly, and I will try to post more creative videos soon and going forward. We'll see. One of the things I want to post about is one of the hotels we were in. we got some toiletries in this box. And this box actually does fold apart and fold flat. I wonder kind of if we can recreate something like this. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. But it's kind of cool. I will be hanging on to that. So anyway, please like, share, and subscribe. And go out and do something nice for yourself because you deserve it. And I'll see you later. Bye, guys.